Generally here, if it gets to like -1, -2, it's like
Yeah.
news, headline news.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what they lead with is like it's a cold snap.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, even 10 degrees Celsius is big news here.
It
It's
is.
cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's typical for me. So I had to live in Western Montana for like 6.5 years, 7 years, right? And sometimes I can't do the conversion on the top of my head very quickly. But in Fahrenheit, I've been in environments in the Dakotas or Montana or Idaho or, I've been in like -42 before. Um,
Oh, so they converge at -40 Celsius and Fahrenheit. They
where
converge
they
at
become
-40.
identical. Yeah.
Yes, -40 is the same.
Okay, so I've been close to -40 probably at least 2 or 3 dozen times in my life. Um, One time my buddy's dog in the middle of Yellowstone jumped out of the back of the truck and just ran
Mhm.
away.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it was like -27. So we spent we spent all the time we could looking for the dog. And then when I felt like, my skin was probably gonna be in danger and I got back into the back of the truck,
Hmm.
uh, inside of a truck, if it's -27 outside, it's probably -35 inside because the truck is, like, made out of steel or whatever, like, it's probably colder inside, but at least the wind's not
Yeah,
hitting you.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's,
I do want to experience that, eh?
I mean, it's very refreshing. It's very invigorating. Like you're alive when you're in a situation like that. But if you get a flat tire or something or anything goes wrong, um, one time in Butte when I was leaving work, it was like 2 or 3 in the morning,
Hmm.
and I was walking by the Party Palace, the really loud bar with all the pool tables and the band stage and
I
everything.
I remember the
You
Party
you know the
Palace.
Party Palace, yeah.
Yeah.
So one time I'm walking by the Party Palace, and these 3 or 4 roguish ruffians, if you will, someone saw me that didn't like me and thought I was like hitting on his wife or something a week or two before, and he's like, "Pardon me, sir." It was very Shakespearean. He was like, "Hey, you're the guy that was hitting on my wife." And I was like, "All I do is work and make food for you people. I have no idea what you're talking about. I've only left my house to work for months. I don't know what you're talking
Mhm.
about." He's like, "No, you were definitely sleeping with my wife." And I'm just like, "Okay, well, here it goes." So him and
There
his
was something off there all the time, eh? I always avoided talking to people. I went straight to the I knew the bartender there
uh-huh.
because she worked at KBMF, and then there was also another guy there, a Puerto Rican guy. He also
Okay.
worked there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just go to them, have a conversation with them. I'd avoid speaking to anybody there. Because a small conversation is it just got out of hand, and I was like, mm-mm,
Uh-huh.
I don't want to create any problems here at the party
Awkward
palace.
situations. Yeah.
And it's embarrassing when you have like a problem at the party palace at 2 a.m. Like when you're
Right.
calling someone and it's like, hey man, I'm in this thing and I'm at the party palace. It's like, what are you doing
Yeah, why would you be like, why are you even there at 2 in the morning? You should be questioning your life choices right now.
there?
So I had just got done closing down my restaurant, which was across the street, and I was just walking home to my own house, which was like 6 or 7 blocks away, by the laundromat, headed towards the college, past the Hummingbird. And I realized like this guy was not going to let it go. So I got to the alley behind the party palace where the little bridge thing across the buildings was.
Oh
And
yeah.
so I realized that this guy and his four buddies, they weren't going to let it go, and this guy was going to rough me up. I was like, okay. So I was already really tired from closing my restaurant, and I was like, okay, this is going to happen right now. And it's like 25 below zero. So these five guys, they give me the business. I held my own for a minute, I could
Hmm.
I could feel, I could feel me handle my business, but it's five guys. I can't handle that many feet and fists. So eventually I fell down and I got kicked a lot, sometimes in my
Yo.
head. Yeah, so I got kicked a lot. I really didn't mind the ribs and the gut shots. I didn't really care, but I got kicked and punched in the head enough times. I was concussed. I got a little bit dizzy. So when they finally stopped and I woke up and I came to and I was laying down on the ice and I woke up and I stood up for a minute and I tried walking as far as I could and I made it a couple dumpsters down, but my brain was too swollen. I was concussed.
Yo.
So it was 25 below zero. And on one of the dumpsters, I didn't want to get beat up again or kicked again because I could have been in danger. So
Hmm.
the next dumpster that I came to, I was like, man, I'm really tired. I want to take a nap. But it was 25 below zero. So I found a dumpster where I felt kind of safe and I slept. I laid down behind the dumpster for a minute. The cold probably did my brain good because it like reduced the
Yeah.
swelling. But at the same time, by the time I finally woke up again and came to, I have no idea how much time had passed. But
Oh
my
no.
but the blood in my body, it was so cold it probably decreased the swelling in my brain. So it probably helped me. But my actual blood flowing through my body felt like they have these things in the United States called slushies or Slurpees. You can walk into a store and like
Oh yeah, I know slushies.
get a frozen drink. Yeah, you yeah,
Hmm.
you can get a slushie.
Yeah.
So my blood felt like a slushie, like it felt really thick. I was like, uh-oh. I was like, I'm really cold. Like I need to get
Yeah.
home. I need to get home and drink some water and maybe even have a cup of tea. And then I need to take a nap for a little while.
Ah, no, you're a vampire, eh? Yo,
But
these
that
guys
was
could have killed you.
they could have killed me. I could have died. I think a
Mhm.
lesser man could have died. Someone that is not used to being concussed or being in the cold like that. Um, yeah, I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
It's a normal, funny party palace story.
Yeah. That's
I love that.
extreme, eh?
I love that place. It's an interesting place.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because whenever anything closes, we all go to the party palace.
Yeah.
But I think it closed down, right? Did it burn down or something?
No, that was the that's actually a pretty sad story. It was Selena's place next door, the M&M.
Or the M&M burned down.
The M&M is the one that burned down.
Oh, but Party Palace still operates.
They're fine, yeah.
Oh, so
Uh-huh.
M&M burned down, and the one behind it, I think it was Gamers.
There's been there was one 2 blocks away from the Party Palace going a little bit down the hill directly south on Main Street, I think, to the left, where all the fancy nightclub music played. I don't remember the name of it.
Oh, I
I met the
remember the
owner a few
place.
times. Yeah, the
That
guy was
place
really
burnt.
nice.
It burnt down.
That 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 place burnt down. Yeah, so the nightclub place where all the college kids went,
Yeah, upstairs
dance. Yeah.
there was
Mhm.
like this wine tasting place, wine drinking place upstairs, and then
Yeah,
downstairs it
yeah.
was.
The bar upstairs was really cool and nice.
I only heard about it after it burned down because I knew the club downstairs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, then there's some people that I knew who were figure skaters. They're like, hey, that's our place up there. We go drinking. I was like, I've never seen you guys. They're like, no, we go upstairs. We like civilized. We go
Oh,
dancing
yeah,
upstairs.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't mix with the rogues on the bottom. Yeah.
Oh man, I like the cultural exchange that I had there. So many things were surprising for me and surprising for other people that we did it, and for them it's unusual, you know? Like
I never,
karaoke.
yeah.
Karaoke is a thing here, but people do it for like bachelor parties or bachelorette
Mm,
parties.
an
It's like a weird
occasion.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a weird thing. But in
Uh-huh.
Butte, you break up with your girlfriend, you go sing a sad song at the party palace.
Yeah. You yeah, you just go grab a microphone immediately.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I like
and
it.
it's funny because it's so funny because everyone knows each other there. So if you're singing a sad
Yeah.
song about the breakup,
Everyone
everybody
knows.
knows everyone knows exactly what you're talking about and who you're talking about.
I think I realized that maybe three weeks in,
Uh-huh.
I was like, wait a minute. Everyone here is familiar now. Like I could see people who are at the party palace like around
Mhm.
10, 11, and those
Yeah.
who come after midnight. And then there was those who are at there's this bar next to Knights of Columbus.
Yeah.
College kids went there.
Sure.
Yeah, when they moved from there, they went to that place where they play electro music.
Yeah.
And then at the dollar, there'll be the chilled guys, at the silver
Right.
dollar.
Yeah.
And then up there at the Goodwill bar, there'll be a
Yeah.
different type of vibe.
Yeah.
And then if you go to Walkerville at Pissa's Palace, it's a different vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but the people, it's like when you go there, you transform from being to like mellow.
Yeah.
Same person, different vibe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then there's obviously
Yeah.
those people who just don't change. If I'm at the party palace, I'm there day in, day out.
It's
No, man,
a
that was fun, hey?
yeah, it's a really interesting place. I mean, so I'm almost positive it's the third largest state of the entire United States. There's Alaska, maybe four. I don't know
Mhm.
where Montana and California, Alaska, Texas, Montana, California. Montana's probably four,
By
but
size.
by size, by actual
Yeah.
area. But there's only the years that I was there was only 1 million people there. So I know people are moving there pretty fast, but I can't believe that they have the housing or infrastructure that is growing too fast.
Hmm.
So Montana is the fourth largest state in the entire United States, but there's only 1 million people there. Like the city I grew up in had 1 million people in it. So just the city that I grew up in
Hmm.
had the same population as the entire state of Montana. So like, the 3 dozen families
Hmm.
that have been in Montana since like the mid 1800s, that's like that's
Yeah.
why the whole state knows each other. It's basically
Oh.
one town with super long roads.
Mm.
Montana's like one mid-size American town, but it takes up the fourth largest state in the whole country. Everybody knows everybody that's been there for a long time.
I remember reading somewhere, or was it someone telling me that there are more cows in Montana than people?
It's like Australia with the sheep, right?
Oh, it's New
Like
Zealand. New
New
Zealand with the
Zealand.
sheep.
Yeah.
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 More sheep than people.
More, way more sheep than people. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when people started flooding Bozeman and Missoula, I think they also want to go to Butte, but they don't stay in Butte for too long. It's like Butte has something that keeps people away. I don't know what it is, but it keeps people away. I
Yeah.
wonder how come people prefer Missoula and Bozeman, but when it comes to Butte, you can even tell the difference between the flats, uptown, and
Mhm.
Walkerville.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you live up
Oh
there
yeah.
in
Like yeah,
Walkerville.
yeah. Like yeah.
Yeah, and when you're
Yeah.
uptown, you're the uptown person, old school guy.
Right.
At the flats look like the United States we see on TV.
Yeah, just strip malls and like restaurants. Yeah.
Yeah, like even the
A
food there,
Walmart.
the way
Yeah.
they put the food, the
Uh-huh.
restaurants, I felt like, okay, this is the US. But
Yeah.
uptown, I felt like I'm in a movie, like
Yeah.
where no cars, no traffic. And
Yeah.
then Walkerville is just the best. Like Walkerville, there was a time I was walking there, and then I was gonna go past this house that had two pit bulls outside.
Uh,
And my immediate reaction to pit bulls is run. And I was like, they wouldn't be outside if they were dangerous.
right.
So I walked past there, and then
Uh-huh.
they stood there, they looked at me, I looked back. I was
Yeah.
like, they look like nice dogs. And then I
Yeah.
walked past. Then something clicked in me. It's like, when you go back home, remember that this is not normal. When you see pit bulls, you run.
Yeah.
But there it was fine. It was like
It was totally
Walkerville is
fine.
so chilled. It's so chilled, hey?
It's very chill. Yeah, up the hill in Walkerville. It's very it's
Yeah,
an artist, it's got an artist vibe. It's very
and
purposeful.
the good thing about it is that when I say I've been to Walkerville, I know people here can't even find it on the map. I mean, finding Butte is difficult, but finding Walkerville is
Yeah.
like,
No, not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I think I like that I was able to explore Montana. Like when people talk about places, I have an idea about where it is. When someone
Yeah.
says Pony, Montana, it's like,
Right.
oh, I've been there. And
Uh-huh.
then they say Kalispell is like, oh, up north.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they tell me about
And
North and South
that has
Dakota,
to shock people. Like I never get bored of listening to stories about you in Montana. Like it's
oh, they're
just this
not boring, eh?
very they're not boring and it's very enigmatic. So
Mm.
as we continue to fly around the planet Earth, at some point me and you are going to run into a Montanan somewhere very strange. Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam. At some point, me and you will be at a bar together somewhere watching Asians karaoke in a 3D room, and we're going to be laughing, and we're going to run into a Montanan with his hat and his boots. And we're going to talk to him for no reason whatsoever. And when he finds out that you know all of those places, it's going to be just hilarious, number one, but it's also going to be mind blowing. Like your
It
Montana
is.
stories are so funny. Like,
It is. I remember the second visit there, someone was asking me, it's like, what kind of beer do you like? It's like, I don't really have a favorite, but I try IPAs. And then from then onward, is like, you know what? The best IPA is from this place in Helena.
uh-huh.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
another person is like, no, IPAs are better from Bozeman.
Yeah. Or Phillipsburg. Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
you're
or
right. Yeah.
Phillipsburg, yeah. But
Yeah.
then in Phillipsburg, I already had a favorite. I was like, no. Phillipsburg's best beer is the hay bag. But when it comes
Uh-huh.
to IPAs, because I'm not used to it, I'd like the ones that are very hoppy. So
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
was one from Bozeman that like double hops or something, double
Sure.
IPA.
A
Yeah, which
real
was
bite. Yeah.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? I drink IPAs from Bozeman. Like, hey, have you been here for how long have you been here? Like, I'm just visiting.
For the second time.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Even when the guys came here, I'd say the first week they were still adjusting, but places
Mhm.
they went to, they're not your normal touristy places. I
Sure.
mean, where I live, it's a township not too far from the airport,
Uh-huh.
but it's not a township like Soweto that has a rich history that people know about.
Mhm.
Yeah, so when someone from Montana is asked about South Africa and you know Tembisa, it's weird. It's very, very weird. In fact, they'll think that, okay, why do you know Tembisa? There has some criminal element to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you
Yeah,
CIA? Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
It's like when people talk about where is that shady place that you like talking about? Rappers like talking about it. Like I think Eminem is from there. Is it
Detroit.
Detroit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
When people like I
Like
don't
my
know.
t-shirt.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Detroit. Yeah.
Detroit. Yeah.
It has this thing to it, that
Uh-huh.
gangstery thing to it. That's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
Tembisa is. Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
when people come here from Montana, they land in Tembisa.
Uh-huh.
Not even Johannesburg. We don't even go to Johannesburg. I mean,
Right.
it's a city. They know cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
I
bother?
like
Yeah.
that.
Be with
I
the
like
real
that.
people. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll be really fun the first time I get to show you Detroit. Like it really is a pirate smuggling gangster Al Capone international border. Canada's right across the river. Like it's a real place. Like it's wholesome. The food is
Hmm.
good, real people, good laughs. We wear our heart on our sleeve. Like loyalty is given automatic. You get automatic respect if
Hmm.
you're a good person.
And the accent, because in New York, I could not understand anything people were saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently my accent is still pretty heavy. I've never really been able to shake it. Like I
Oh no,
still
then it's
talk through
fine.
my nose, like my vowels are too long and I talk through my nose. Like people do make fun of me when I'm in other parts of the country.
Hmm.
The Detroit accent is pretty heavy. Like the accent is strong. It
Oh no,
depends
if
on what.
I can understand you without reading your lips. So if your
Yeah.
accent is strong, then I think I should be fine.
Yeah.
But in,
Yeah.
in New York, they sounded weird. Then I heard someone with that southern accent where people talk without even moving their lips.
Yeah, yeah.
And they don't finish their words. Like they don't finish the words. Or
There's
like
no enunciation. No, it's mumbly, it all runs together. I don't
it's
understand
weird.
Southerners. I don't understand Southerners very well. I really don't. If I'm talking to someone from really deep in the swamp in Mississippi or Alabama or Louisiana,
Hmm.
especially um if they speak a very specific other dialect, I don't understand them very well. Some of the Californians, the surfer people, I have a very hard time with. Like it takes them so long to say something and I'm like
They have a pattern that they talk with. Some funny patterns like da da da
some
da.
funny, yeah. So the weird Creek Valley Girl thing, I have a very difficult time with. The Seattle no worries, bro, like the West Coast thing, I don't um that causes drift for me sometimes. It's like I don't
Mhm.
really know what that means, man. Like, can you just
You know
there
what
it's
makes
very
sense? What makes sense is the name of the country, United States. Like we
uh
take it so for granted that it's states and they are different.
yeah, the
You
United
move
States is
from
like 7 or 11 different countries smashed together for
yeah,
A
Like
totally
people
fake economic reason. Yeah.
people in Montana, like your Montana, your Idaho, Wyoming, they'll
Yeah.
be very different from people who are in Miami,
Yeah.
Mississippi,
Boston.
North
Yeah,
California.
right. Yeah. Like,
Then there's the Boston people, New
yeah.
York people, Californians. Yeah, no, it's
The
pretty
south
diverse.
the southeast from Boston, Chicago, like there's certain areas of the country, Philly, if I'm in Philadelphia, like there's parts of
Mhm.
the country where I feel right at home. If I'm not like if I'm in Pittsburgh, like if I'm not wearing something from Detroit or Michigan that outs me, and I'm
Mhm.
just like hanging out at a neighborhood bar in a skanky neighborhood in Pittsburgh or Philly or Boston or whatever, like those are my people. Like I feel right at home. They talk fast, they mean what they say, they swear a lot, they yell. Like it's just
Mhm.
it's fine. It's like, okay, all right. I can when I head out west where all like the surfers and hippies are and stuff, that causes me a lot of stress. I'm just like, I have no idea what they do for a living. They talk weird. I can't
Oh
understand
yeah.
them. Yeah, everybody smells really bad. Like they don't care about personal hygiene. Like everyone's dirty. I'm like, ugh. I'm like, I don't know what's going on out here, man. This is weird.
I was a bit shocked when I learned that in San Francisco, where they're gonna host the World Cup, that
Mhm.
area is a Spanish speaking place,
Yeah,
Santa Clara.
yeah.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's weird that it was weird for me. It's like, wait a minute, is this a
Well, I
Spanish
mean,
place?
so 150 years is not a very long time. You know what I mean? Even 200
Hmm.
years. That's really only people live 70 or 80 or 90 years sometimes. Most of the
Yeah.
time now in 2026. So all of Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, like that was all Mexico not that long ago. I think the
Oh,
I think the war was it was not the war of 1812, so it was later than that. It could have been as late as like 1868. Like that whole
hmm.
part of the country in the middle 1800s was Spanish. It was Mexico. Like that was
Oh,
yeah, so it's
okay.
not unusual at all. Yeah, it's actually so, and then the other strange thing about it during the Andrew Jackson years in the United States, when they rounded up all of the native people that
Hmm.
were east of the Mississippi, when they rounded up all of those tribes from the Ohio Valley all the way down to Louisiana and forced them into the Plain States, like where Dark was born and grew up in Oklahoma,
Hmm.
it did have its own native tribes, but a lot of other native tribes ended up there from the east, from what the Americans called the Trail of Tears.
Oh,
When they all gave up and stopped fighting that war and got rounded up and
hmm.
marched out west. So yeah, the entire west of the United States and the Southwest was natives and Spaniards and Mexicans not that long ago. I mean, 150 years is not that long of a time period.
Oh, it's like what, 4 generations?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Mm.
4, 5, 6 generations. Uh huh. Depending on
Yeah.
how fast your culture decides to have kids. I mean, my great grandmother married her husband when she was 13. He was 33,
You.
and she had 17 kids and only one set of twins, and only one kid died. So she gave birth
Mm.
16 times.
That's not common anymore, hey?
Not anymore, not in 2026, but in the late 1800s, that was normal.
Yeah, I think,
Whether you were Irish or Italian or, Jewish, like there's the lower level poor immigrant families, they needed help. They had a lot of kids. They had a lot of kids. Families stuck together. It was very important to have as big of a family as possible.
yeah, my aunts had 10 kids. I know I have two aunts with 10 kids.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but after that generations with us, it's all 1, 2, 1, 2. Because if you
One
have
of
more
one of
than
one of one of my little sisters has 10 kids.
10, oh,
Yeah.
the way life is so weird, complex, and expensive now. When a person is raising more than 2 or 3 kids, yeah,
Uh-huh.
no, that person deserves a trophy, eh?
I agree. I mean,
Oh yeah. I mean, it's
yeah.
so complex. Even if we don't look at the finance of it,
Uh-huh.
like navigating the internet, social media, TV, like it's not like before where kids can just go outside and play around.
Yeah.
I noticed in Montana too, I rarely saw children playing. Rarely, rarely saw
Yeah.
children playing.
Right. That they have to
Yeah.
have a low birth rate, right?
I wonder. I kept asking like, where do kids play? And then I stopped asking because it's when you ask too many times, it's weird. But I did not see kids playing.
I agree. I never saw I never saw large groups of kids
Yeah, and for me, it's weird because when I step outside, there's no way I can walk 50 meters without seeing a
without a
group
screaming
of,
running kid.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, there'll be a
Yeah.
group of kids who are playing.
Yeah.
So for me, that was like, I know the kids there because I've been to the school,
Uh-huh.
the middle school. Like, where do all these people go when there's no school? Sure, I went to the park, like, okay, but the park is far away. Not everyone can go to the park. What about in the streets? There are
Sure.
no street games, nothing, and people play together. Or is it
Uh-huh.
all your video games or watching movies? But still, even at the movies, it was rare to see like a
Groups
group
of
a
kids.
group of
Yeah.
teenagers. Yeah, it'll be
Uh-huh.
like maybe some young adults. You would see like it's a date or something.
Sure.
Yeah, but it was weird. I wonder because it wasn't winter. It was in the middle of June,
Mhm.
July, where it's hotter than even here.
Yeah.
I remember one time it was like 36 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. It gets hot.
Yeah, and we passed this couple on the street and were complaining. It was like, I no, no, it's so hot. And like, no, you guys should be used to this. Aren't you from Africa? I was like, we're from South Africa. I don't know this heat. This is the hottest I've ever experienced in my life. And they looked at me, they looked at us funny as like, wait a minute, are you guys from Africa? Africa? It's like not the whole continent. It's like Arizona can get very hot.
Yeah.
But
It's not
me
the
where
same as Connecticut.
yeah, where I am, for you guys it would be
Mhm.
mild in summer,
Uh-huh.
mild in winter, not too hot. Then
Sure.
where the radio station is, I don't think they have winter there. They just have cloudy, sunny,
Little
rainy.
rain. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never too hot, never too cold. So it's just light. Even to the way, like your wardrobe, you'll never have a big coat
Mhm.
because you're never gonna wear it,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So being in 36 degrees during folk festival,
Yeah.
ooh, like,
Hot.
this is too
Yeah.
hot. Yeah,
Really
no,
hot.
this is too
Yeah.
hot. Yeah. Like, you guys, it's too hot. Like, yeah, it's too
Yeah.
hot. Mm,
I know, but that is one funny thing about running into Americans in strange places. Like they are not uh I think only 20 or 25%. No, I think 40 or 45% of Americans actually have passports, but I think only 20 or 25% of the people that have passports use them. So
Oh,
normally, so when Americans do leave the country, it's normally on a cruise or purposely to take a tour or go to a beach resort or whatever. So it's unusual to even run into them in strange places. They're a very historically and culturally and geographically challenged society. I don't think there's a
hmm.
lot of Americans purposely going to South Africa or Africa in general.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so when you're talking about Africa to an American, and the other funny thing is the maps that Americans see, even when they're in school in their own textbooks, they're out of proportion. Americans don't understand that the entirety of the United States is not even as big as like the Saharan desert or northern Africa. Like
Oh, yeah. It's
a lot of Americans have no idea how big the entirety of Africa is. They just
mm,
don't know. So when you talk to an American that has even actually been to Africa or knows about one tiny little African country or the people there, or they know stories about it, they cannot put it into context of how that relates to the entirety of the continent. Like they really just
mhm.
do not understand that there
So
is
it's sort of
no
like conditioning.
correlation. Yeah.
It's conditioning that you
Uh-huh.
don't have to go anywhere because this country is bigger than everywhere else.
Uh-huh.
Like there's this thing that makes it feel important, you know?
Sure.
And you can hear it when people who haven't traveled or who traveled and being ignorant at the same time,
Hmm.
they still have that thing. But I think it's maybe difficult because, you know, when you grow up and that's what you're told, I mean, it's something that you believe, you know?
How
Like
would you know any better? Yeah.
South Africans are very ignorant about other African countries too. Like
Mm.
you'd hear that I would go to Malawi, and then when I tell someone that, oh no, no, I can't take your call, you can text because I'm in Malawi. When I come back, I was like, hey, I heard you were in Africa. It's like, eesh, I'm still in Africa, Mos.
That's really funny, man.
Because South Africans generally think that we are better than other African countries, you
Uh-huh.
know?
Yeah,
And it's
sure.
not true. Some things are better, but not everything. Like when
Hmm.
they hear news about Zimbabwe with hyperinflation, they still think it's back in the mid 2000s when there was hyperinflation. But
Hmm.
Zimbabwe right now, they might have their own challenges, but there's some things that are good, you know?
Hmm.
So when South Africans hear that, like in Zimbabwe, you pay tax, but if you want to,
Sure.
yeah. In South Africa, you pay tax or you go to jail.
Period. Right. You're
Yeah,
gonna pay tax. Yeah.
yeah. But in Zimbabwe,
Mhm.
they don't mind. They're not strict. It's like, okay,
Mhm.
just you could pay if you want to, if you can afford it.
Mhm.
And when I hear people talking about that, it's like, wait, you're getting your whole salary? They're like, oh yeah, but
Yeah.
sometimes once in a while I would pay. But then when times are tough, no, we can't pay, and they
Yeah.
understand. It's like
You
if South
tell them the
Africans
truth.
knew
Like,
that,
hey, yeah.
yeah, if South
Right.
Africans knew that, oh, they would flip out. Eh? It's like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. They're like, we don't care. You gotta pay your Vic, man. You gotta come up with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some things just people don't like uh hearing about the outside world if they believe where they're from is better. In deep rural places, people speak their own languages and they never switch.
Uh-huh.
We have like 11 official, but there are, I think, like 6, 7, maybe 8 more languages that are not official. You go to those places, you'll find the whole village or the whole town speak that language.
Mhm.
And if you don't know it and you try to speak English with them, they won't speak English back because they're embarrassed that maybe I sound phony, you know?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
because
can
there's
hear
this,
you and understand you, but they won't respond.
no, not in English.
Right.
Like when you're speaking English, they have this thing was like, oh, you can speak English, you're so smart. Like,
Mhm.
but talking doesn't make a person smart, you know? You can still understand something in another language.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when people are so fixed on that divide that I'm from here and this place is the best, my
Mhm.
culture is the best, it's difficult to think out of the box, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when we get married, like let's say I want to marry a girl from another tribe, they're gonna charge me extra just to
Because you're
show,
different. Yeah.
yeah, just to flex muscles. Like if you're gonna marry our daughter, you
Yeah.
must show that you're gonna have
Right.
to pay. And that's what we do too. Like,
Mhm.
oh, you're a different tribe, we add an extra cow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever I ask why do you do that, because it makes no sense. You're just delaying people's happiness by like 6 or a year. Because
You
getting married
you
is
you
10
could have you
years.
could have you could have wasted another grandkid potentially.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like by standard 2 to 3 years. If you
Uh-huh.
propose to a girl today,
Yeah.
the wedding will be in two to 3 years because of all these jibber jabbers of
Yeah.
negotiations,
So you
what
gotta
to
you gotta
wear.
start when you're like 15. Like you gotta get it going, man.
Oh, some people do. Hey, like some families
Yeah.
when the children already are dating,
Uh-huh.
they start doing the down payment. But then what
Sure.
if they
Yeah.
break up? If
Yeah.
they break up, what then? Because there's a thing like
Do you
cows
have a
never
backup
come back.
cousin? Yeah, right.
No, no,
Like we
cows
gotta,
never
yeah.
return. Once the cows leave, they can't come back. It's like bad
Right.
luck. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like some superstition. So even if you
Uh-huh.
try to bring them back, they'll be like, no, we don't want them. Leave them somewhere. Give them to
Yeah.
someone.
No
Yeah.
longer, I'm not feeding it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. But the amount of value put on it, yeah, I don't think it's worth it, eh?
Yeah. So I've never had any of my own biological children. I've raised two daughters that are in their 20s now, so they're all grown up. Um, so it's actually quite a freeing experience to be a middle-aged man. Like we started this really cool company. Everybody's having fun. I could have 10 or 20 kids right now if I want to, and they could get the best of the rest of my life. I can leave them all of
Mhm.
my money and assets and insurance policy. And right when they're all graduating and going off to college and starting their own life, dad's going to die. Everybody gets to have a huge party at my funeral. And I did my duty. Like it's the perfect time to have like a
And they
lot
have
of
two
kids.
sisters. They have two sisters who are gonna look after them too.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
I could have a whole village of kids right now. I know they're going to be looked after. They're going to have money and be popular and smart and pretty and all that stuff, and I can leave them to other people. Like it takes a village. I'm going to be like when I croak, you guys can, once you finish at Oxford or Harvard or Guangzhou or wherever you go, like wherever y'all end up, you have a
Don't
village. Go to South
don't go looking
Africa.
for ideas. You'll come to South Africa to come raise your kids here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have kids who are speaking Sesotho or Zulu.
Yeah, that's really good. Fun. We should probably start talking about football soon.
Ah, actually, sometimes things are nice to talk about, hey? Yeah. No, with the World Cup, so close. And after the Champions League final this Saturday, all eyes will be on the United States, eh?
Who's in the final? I thought it was already over.
No, no, no. The final is PSG against Arsenal.
Wow.
So
I thought Arsenal already won the whole thing. They just won their league.
they won the domestic league.
They won their domestic league. Oh
Yeah.
man, it's Arsenal against PSG.
And they
What
are
a
so
party.
different.
Where is the game?
The game is in Budapest.
It is?
Mm.
That's fun,
So
man.
last week was Aston Villa and Freiburg. They played the second tier of the European Cup final.
Uh-huh.
Aston Villa won. And then on Wednesday, Crystal Palace is playing. Who are they playing again? Ah, I forgot. But they're playing the Conference League final. That's the third tier. And then the premium best game, the most elite game. Some people may argue about this, but it's better than the World Cup, the Champions League final.
Arsenal versus PSG. I would agree
In
with that. I think
yeah, any Champions League final, it's an
is
elite game.
probably better than it. Yeah, it's
Oh
so
yeah.
let me ask this because I'm ignorant and you're teaching me through this whole thing. I love Budapest. Is the actual stadium where they're playing, do you know, is it in Buda, Old Buda, or Pest? Do you know where the actual game is being played?
No, but they're playing in the national stadium,
Okay.
the stadium where they usually play their national games. They have
Okay.
there's one premium
They have a
stadium
really
there.
old, yeah, they have like a traditional stadium.
Yeah.
Cool. That's
So it'll
awesome.
be Arsenal PSG on Saturday. After that game is done and dusted, then we start looking at the United States because every other team by the end of this week, they would have announced their squad, their
Mhm.
26 man, 23 or 26 man squad that's going to come there. And then,
The Iranians switched to Tijuana to Mexico. They are coming here and they are going to play.
oh yeah, they're going to be based in Mexico,
Yeah.
but they're playing in Seattle and they have a game in Vancouver.
Wow.
Mm. But I know the game in Seattle because it's the Pride game. And while they're playing Egypt, I don't know why Seattle did that because Houston moved their Pride Week celebrations a week earlier than the World Cup so
So it
that
doesn't interfere.
it doesn't interfere and it shows that they're accommodating the World Cup and the whole world.
So this is my opinion about that. Since I only live like a 3-hour drive from Houston and I had to live in Seattle for 7 years, this is my
Mhm.
opinion about that. If you look at the actual corporations that own and run Seattle, so Boeing, Starbucks, Microsoft, Amazon, really, really big corporations that are globalist corporations that want to force their ideology down everybody's throat. They don't care. Houston, on the other hand, has a very real international population. You know, a lot of Vietnamese and Asians and Africans and a lot of Indians, a lot of, you know, and NASA. It's a completely different culture. So the international community that is in Houston, really old school Italians, Hindus, multiple populations of Africans, Vietnamese and other Asians, Muslims. So Houston's population, while being as international or more international than Seattle, is a naturally very conservative diaspora. The
Oh,
corporations that run Seattle, on the other hand, very kind of the same World Economic Forum, New York globalist, they
Mhm.
have a very natural LGBTQIA, Amazon, Nike, they want to cast as wide of a net as possible. It's a very loose
Hmm.
culture wise, they couldn't be more opposite. Seattle, traditional, like American neoliberal, like we're going to force our rainbow values down your throat, whether you like it or not. This
Yeah.
is who we are. This is what we do. Houston, on the other hand, is like a bit more buttoned up, conservative.
But look,
We,
look at the interesting thing about Houston when you're describing it like that as being reserved and conservative.
mhm.
The way they're doing it, they appear more open to the world now
Yeah, right.
compared to Seattle.
More accepting of any culture.
Yes.
Yes.
Although if Seattle is like, oh no, we welcome everyone, the way they're doing it feels like they're not welcoming the world.
No,
But the way,
we'll
yeah,
welcome you if you conform to us. Yes.
yeah, it's conditional welcome.
We'll welcome you, we'll conditionally welcome you. That's a totally different thing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that,
It's very
when
weird.
you believe that you're a welcoming person, but then the thing that you believe so much in is actually not welcoming.
Yeah.
Because it is, when you're hosting, you're inviting different kinds of cultures, religions,
Mhm.
people. And when you look at other host cities from before, from other countries, even the host cities in the United States, they are making an effort to be welcoming.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
They are like making the effort, at least to something that people can see.
The LGBTQIA thing, like beating people over the head with it, I think is a uniquely Vancouver to LA thing. It's this weird West Coast strip of North
Mhm.
America that looks at things that way. Like you know, even New York, who is a very accepting, loose place of everywhere, accepts conservatives
Yeah.
from people from all over the world. It doesn't matter. Like, the West Coast, for some reason, from Vancouver to Los Angeles, has
Mhm.
not figured out how to do the New York thing. Like they just batter you over the head with it.
But no, it's like when, let's say I go to a place where it's majority Christians. Let's say I go
Sure.
to Utah. I go there and
Uh-huh.
I can't go there and then start talking bad about the religion, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't mean if what you believe or what you think is you think it is better than what other people think. Even if those people are ignorant
Mhm.
or they are rigid and they're not open-minded, you still respect a person who's not open-minded?
Sure.
Yeah. So the way Seattle went about it, I think how people from Egypt gonna feel comfortable when the organizing committee is dismissing their concerns.
Mhm.
Yeah, because all they're saying is that not in the stadium. That's
Mhm.
all they're saying. They don't mind the whole thing, just not in the stadium.
Right.
Because the players play all over the world. They play in Europe, they play
Sure.
in places where LGBTQ communities are accepted. So
Mhm.
it's not a big deal. They're just saying don't make it part of the game because it really isn't part of the game.
Right.
Yeah, but obviously whenever we speak about it, it's like, homophobic. I'm not homophobic.
So, yeah.
You just look at it from a hosting point of view.
Be a gracious host. I think you
Yeah,
just said it the right way. Just host graciously. Isn't that
yeah.
entire intention of being a host? Like
Oh, yeah,
once you invite someone across your threshold, they are there at your you are they're there at your behest. You like it's your responsibility to welcome them and look after all of their needs and concerns. I mean, it's just common sense to me. It's very strange some of the things that happen in the United States where people are unable to host graciously. I find it very strange.
so is like the marketing now, like so far, is there any hype about the World Cup,
Oh,
especially there?
it's at a fever pitch. It already has like entire 5 to 12-minute segments. It's at a fever pitch. Like the local news, the national news, like it's World Cup, World Cup, World Cup. Like
Yeah.
it's at a fever pitch. Like it's going full on.
And then from
It
Janice.
might it's forcing with the Hajj going on in Saudi Arabia and the
Mhm.
World Cup starting in only 3 weeks. It's I think it's actually putting pressure on the Pentagon and the American administration to wrap up whatever the hell they're going to do in Iran. Like the World Cup is forcing the military of the United
Yeah.
States to change its behavior in some meaningful way. You can't be inviting this many people from all over the world while you're purposely trying to mass murder a bunch of people. Those two things don't go
They don't make
together.
sense. Yeah.
They don't make any sense.
I mean, when Iran plays, especially when they're playing in the United States,
Mhm.
they're gonna have support of people who are anti-war.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's gonna put a lot of pressure on the American government. Because the Iranian team can say when we arrived at the airport, the way the security checked us was unusual. We don't
Yeah.
feel safe. Yeah, we don't feel safe.
Yeah.
If they lose the
They
match,
harassed us, they held
yeah.
us. Yeah.
And when they talk about extra security at Iranian games, that's
Mhm.
intimidation.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
now you're gonna have to hope that Iran does not qualify. And they're not in their group is difficult, but they could qualify. And they are on a collision course with the United States.
I love it. It's a very compelling story. I'm very interested.
Yeah. And now you have the government, the city government in the New York. Last week, Thursday, they come out with $50 tickets. I don't get why that was news. That made no sense to me at all.
Mhm.
How many people live in New York? Like, is it like 10 million?
It used to be 10 million. I mean, so many people have left because of how bad it's been. It might be down to like 8. It used to be 10. They
But
might still say it's 10.
for 8 million people
It's
who are,
millions of people. It's a lot of millions of people. It's still by far the biggest metropolis in the United States, period, bar none. Like
so,
LA is not the same. Like LA is built totally different. LA is just a bunch of suburbs smashed together. It's not even like a real city. It has one tiny
oh,
little downtown area. It does not compare to New York at
which
all.
is crammed.
Yeah, which is crammed. Like it's straight up. Like New York is a real city.
So you have the residents, they're complaining about the cost of living, they're complaining about not affording ticket prices, the World Cup ticket
Mhm.
prices. And then the mayor comes up and says, I secured $50 tickets for New York residents.
Yeah, like 20,000 people or whatever. Yeah.
but only 1,000 tickets.
Oh,
1,000.
1,000? Yeah, okay.
1,000, like 999 plus one.
Uh-huh.
Yes. That's not news. That stadium there has the MetLife Stadium. It's 80,000 people. And these 1,000 tickets are not for one game. They're from different games. So it's really a drop
They're
in the
spread
ocean.
out. Yeah, it's like yeah.
Yeah. Like it makes no sense. Out of 8 million, even if we say 1 million, how do you choose 1,000 people? How, like, even if it's a lottery system, oh no, it's not an effort. I don't think it's newsworthy, you know? I
It
don't
isn't
see it.
newsworthy.
No, no, not 1,000 tickets. Get
Well,
half the
this
stadium.
but it's funny that you brought it up because this is so typically Hollywood, New York, mafia, American marketing myth making. So it serves two purposes. It's rich people saying, like, look how nice we are. It's like the mayor, like, look, I care about the plebes. You know what I mean?
Mm,
But at the same time, the actual rich people on the right get to call him a communist for doing that. So it serves two purposes. Like, really
that's so
rich people,
extreme.
but that's how the United States is. So people get to be, people get to be like, look at what this pinko commie New York Muslim is doing. He's giving away free tickets and ruining the free market. But at
Yeah.
the same but at the same time, it just shows how vapid and vacuous the fake democracy and left is in the United States. It's bereft of any actual standing or integrity. There's such a joke. So it's this fake joke thing of like, look, there's going to be black and brown people in the stadium. Like,
Hmm.
we're so nice. So it kills two birds with one stones for how just like lunatic and disconnected from reality these people are. It does nothing that has any actual effect or integrity. It's a really, really bad marketing scheme from both angles that everyone's
Yeah.
just going to be pissed off and scream about.
You know, I think FIFA as an organization
Uh-huh.
saw that the football culture in the United States is a risk.
Sure.
So, like a quarterfinal match, right, will be playing in Los Angeles, but it will be on a Friday on midday, at midday local time.
No one from Los Angeles is going there. It'll only be Latinos. Yeah.
But the tickets are gonna sell. They're gonna sell very fast.
uh,
Those are the premium tickets. So who's going there? Because it's obviously not for locals. I mean, people are at work,
they can't
and
take a day off. They can't afford to take a day off. Right.
there was nothing from either the federal or the state government that says if you have a ticket, you don't have to go to work. Like here in
Sure.
South Africa, you could miss work. Like if you had
Uh-huh.
a World Cup ticket, you don't have to go to work. It was the same in other countries too. Like it's your day off.
It's the same as a sick note from the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that time, that midday time, maximizes the broadcasting time in Central Europe and Central Africa. So,
and even on the East Coast and Brazil. So Brazil is 1 hour ahead of New York. So
so for
even
New York,
so
it would
so even
be
so from New York to Miami, if the
mhm,
game kicks off at 2 o'clock, it'll be 5 o'clock. So
okay.
from New York, yeah. So if the game is at 2 or 3, it'll be at 5 or 6 from all the way from New York to Miami.
Yeah.
And everybody in Brazil that's going to be going nuts, it'll already be evening for them too. So
So
that does make sense.
they're
Yeah.
maximizing for Brazil, they're maximizing for
The Caribbean,
Europe.
Jamaica, yeah, the Antilles, yeah, like mhm.
Yeah, because those games, if it's 12 midday in Los Angeles. Here it would be 10 p.m. That's normal time. Like
Sure.
Spanish football, that's around the time that we watch Spanish football here.
Okay.
So it's normal. So I saw that games in the United States and in Canada, they're playing at an awkward time for locals, but not in Mexico. In
Right.
Mexico, I think the earliest game is 5 p.m.
Yeah.
local time in Mexico
Sure.
because there's a big football culture there.
Yeah, yeah.
So it looks like the US is a stage where the tournament is happening, but they're not including people properly. Like people don't mind waking up in the morning. When the World Cup was in Korea and Japan, we wake up in the morning to watch our team because it's a thing. It's like it's the World Cup. You wake up and whether it's 3 a.m., you wake up and you watch the game, you know?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. But for locals, a World Cup quarterfinal, World Cup semifinal at midday.
Uh-huh.
I think there's one that's playing on a Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. There's a knockout game in Dallas that plays on Tuesday. I think it will be 2 p.m. on a
Okay.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
And
So
there's an
that's clearly a television game.
yeah, and that
Yeah.
time is is okay for us. It's proper football time. But that should be for the United States. Like there's no US game that's playing around those times. And the only knockout game that plays at an appropriate time in the US, it's
Yeah.
the one where they're hoping the US team will progress to.
We'll see.
Yeah. But I mean, having a quarterfinal, semifinal in the middle of the week at lunchtime when people are at work, mm-mm, that just says a lot about
I
where
mean,
we're
since
going.
to be honest with you though, since COVID, I don't know how many Americans have real jobs right now. Like, I don't know. Like, 2 o'clock is actually a normal, sensible time to get around the
Mhm,
Dallas area. Like, there's so many. This is a very multicultural area. So there's going to
okay.
be football crazies that just wake up and start getting drunk at like 6 or 7 in the morning. Like that's all they're going to do that day anyway. Like whether they can afford to get inside or not. Like there's going to be drunk people at like 8 or 9 in the morning.
Even during the week.
Even during they don't care. Yeah. Like no one, no one has a real job in the United States anymore. Like no one
Ah,
drives to it. No one drives to a job and like hammers something all day or you know what I mean? That's a very small percentage of the population
so
that has to there's not a lot of people in this area that have to drive to work. Like the only people in this DFW area that like have to actually drive to work are probably medical professionals and professors, engineers, maybe. There's not a lot of people
mhm.
that actually like have to
Old
go
school jobs.
somewhere. Yeah, there's not a lot of old school. There's not a lot of assembly line. There's none of that.
So could we say that FIFA is maximizing both the local
And
audience
the foreign, it's all about the
and
TV yeah,
yeah.
it's all about the TV contract. The 2 o'clock window in DFW is actually a good window. Like anybody
Mhm,
that does have to work, it's right in the middle of the day. Rush hour has been over for the morning. Rush hour is only 1 or 2 hours away for starting from the afternoon. So people can kind of move around a little bit if they're
mhm.
showing up at the last minute. They've already flooded the bars and been drinking all day. They're already primed up and wild. Anybody that's flying in at the last minute has time to actually get to Arlington from the airport which should only take like 20 minutes, but it's going to take an hour and a half. Like 2 o'clock for a knockout game in Arlington, Texas does make
Mhm.
sense. Like
And
it's
then for not Seattle, for Los Angeles midday on a
Los
Friday.
Angeles. Yeah. Los Angeles midday. I mean, you know, rush hour starts really, really early in LA, 2 or 3 o'clock. The traffic's going to start getting really bad. But the people that really, really want to go are going to be able to go. Like everything in LA has to happen middle of the day, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, or 8 or 9 at night, or 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning. Like those are like your Southern California LA windows.
Oh man, people here would complain, hey, to have a knockout game at that time. Like, for me, it was shocking. Like, no
uh,
ways. Why would the local organizing committee allow that? But from what you're saying, they're maximizing both local audience, the South American audience, European and African audience, obviously, but more Europeans because they don't care much
because
about Africa.
Yeah, because the United States has no serious public transportation anywhere except like New York and Chicago and a couple other places. Every metropolitan area in the United States has to base its entire life around traffic and cars and
So
tiny crappy freeways in the rush hour schedule.
how are people gonna get around? Are they gonna Uber?
Yeah, they have no choice but to be stuck in a crappy car. Yeah, they're just like you have no choice but to like there's no personal drones yet. Like the smartest thing in
Mhm.
the world here to do would to be start a taxi drone company that can, but Americans are so fat you could probably only fit one at a time in your taxi drone. Like they're just going to be stuck in cars. I mean, that's really what's going to happen.
Because it's in San Francisco, well, the World Cup is marketed, even the stadium, they don't allow the commercial name Levi's Stadium. It's
Sure,
gonna be
sure.
called the San Francisco Bay Area.
Uh-huh.
So when someone goes there, they arrive in San Francisco, but then you have to go to another place to go watch the game if you're going to the stadium.
Well, San Francisco is so small. So, like where I'm from in Detroit,
Hmm.
I think San Francisco, Boston, and Seattle could all fit inside of the square mile area of my city. San
Yeah.
Francisco, yeah, San Francisco is quite small. You can get around, and there is like trolleys and stuff, but
Hmm.
some of it's very hilly. Like not everywhere is based on cars. Seattle has really good trains and boats.
Yeah.
Seattle has really good trains and boats. Uh Even LA, if you feel like going to Skid Row, has a train. Like there is a train in LA. Like you can get around kinda, sorta.
Hmm.
But yeah, no. Texas in general is uniquely adverse to any serious public transportation. It just does not exist. It's a total joke.
You need a car when you're there.
You have to have a car here, sometimes to drive to your own mailbox. Like it's bad. Like it's ridiculous. Like
Because you know what, in like Mexico City, Guadalajara, Monterrey area,
mhm.
because they have a whole campaign on transportation of how it's gonna work during the World Cup.
Yeah,
And in the United States, I think there's just too much emphasis on MedLife. I don't think that's news anymore.
no.
Yeah, but with San Francisco, with the stadium being in Santa Clara, and also there in Dallas, the stadium is in Arlington. we pause a bit and think about, okay, how are people gonna get around if there's
There's
no
there's
public
no,
transportation?
there's no public transportation.
Ugh, can you imagine a person just arriving there and they're like,
Oh, from another country?
from
Yeah,
another country, yeah,
it's going to be embarrassing. It's going to be shocking and
and
confusing
expensive,
and expensive.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you might
So,
book very far from either a fan zone or the actual
they're
stadium.
they're going to think that they're saving money, and then all of a sudden their Uber ride is going to be $245 and it's going to take 2 hours.
And Uber uses supply and demand, eh? The
The
prices are
money
gonna go,
changes.
yeah,
Yeah, the prices are a $25 ride when the World Cup is here and there's 5,000 people trying to.
yeah.
A
Because
$25 ride is going to be like $300.
when you go, they might charge you $25, but when you're coming back, they'll say 250 because you have to
Yeah.
come back. That's what Uber does here. You'll find there's a
Yeah.
concert or there's a game. To go to the game, it's pretty cheap, but to come
Uh-huh.
back, it's like 10 times the amount.
The drivers in the United States don't care about that. They're going to take 500 on the way there and on the way back.
Well, I think they're gonna have a good 39 days, hey?
Yeah. It's
Whoever was driving,
I mean,
they
they might even I mean, they could even hire a bunch of Epstein drivers that are offered to take out your kidney. If you're drunk enough on the way back, they're going to be like, "Hey, did you lose any money? Like, I can, I can hook you up on a kidney transplant." There's going to be some weird stuff going on, man. I'm telling you.
No, I think the world is gonna learn a lot about the United States
Yeah,
because
I think so too.
people have a certain perspective about it. Like we also have a very biased perspective, especially when it comes to football. Like we never
Uh-huh.
take football in the United States is actually much at a better level than our football here. Even
Okay.
the United States team is ranked like 16th. It's a pretty strong team.
In the whole world, it is. They made it to the
The
top
US
20.
the US team is pretty strong.
It
They
is.
have they have players playing for AC Milan, Monaco, playing in the Premier League. They
I
have
know,
a
but whenever they come to the country together, they never figure it out. Like they're not a serious, they can't, they're worse than the British. Like they can't get it together on a world stage.
no,
They've
I
never
think
won anything. I don't even know if they've ever even made it to a quarterfinal.
they have been to a quarterfinal before. I
Okay.
think that's the
That's the
best
best they've ever
performance.
done. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
think you're expecting too much from them. They're ranked 16th. So
Uh-huh.
if they rank 16th, if they make it to the last 16, they played well.
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But
you
beyond
played to
that,
your ranking.
yes, beyond that,
Mhm.
I think the US men's team, if they get to the quarterfinals, the tournament is saved.
Huge achievement. Yeah.
Huge, huge, huge achievement.
Marketing for 4 years. Yeah. Everybody's going to freak out.
Yeah, so I think there's too much uh this thing about wanting to win. I mean, England has probably the best squad right now.
Mhm.
They had the best squad before, and
Sure.
before that, and before that. But the last time they won anything was in 1960.
66. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Brazil, the last time they won the World Cup was in 2002.
Oh.
Yes, and Brazil is the footballing capital of the world.
Yeah, yeah. I thought you were going to say something crazy like it was Maradona in like 79 or something.
No, like 2002.
Uh,
Italy has the second most World Cups. They didn't
yeah.
qualify.
Wow.
Yeah. Egypt were African champion. They the record African champions, but
Mhm.
between 1990 and 2018, they did not play. in the World Cup. Imagine that. The best team
Wow.
in Africa could not qualify. So in the United States, when they're playing there, there's this expectation that if you don't win, then you suck. They don't suck. They're very good. It's just that when it comes to football, winning is not easy. You could be
No.
the best team, but you won't win.
Mhm.
Yeah, because the other team is like, oh, you guys are good. We're just gonna
Yeah.
sit back and defend and hit you on the counterattack, which is
Yeah.
what many teams are gonna do against the US team because
Sure.
they playing at home.
Mhm.
And home pressure is huge. Like when you're the home team, you're under pressure to win. So them getting to at least the quarterfinal, it's a huge achievement to the rest of the world. Like, I know you guys, you played well. If they get to the semis, we're like, something's wrong. Because if the US team is in the semifinals, that means there is no Argentina, no Brazil, no England, no Spain, no France, no Netherlands. Like,
I
we
don't
don't want to
think
see
so.
that.
I don't think
Yeah.
so. I do not anticipate that.
So it's possible they have the path that they have. It's very possible that they could get to the semifinals.
Wow.
It's possible. It's not
Wow.
impossible. It's possible.
Wow.
Uh, Canada, on the other hand, they have a very tough draw if
Mhm.
they go beyond, same as Mexico. But
Yeah.
the United States do have a path to get to the quarterfinals. At the quarterfinals, they can get to the semifinals. It's
Mhm.
possible. But I don't think for footballing purposes, would like to see the best teams there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when they reach the semifinals, that would be like the underdogs.
Mexico has been beating the United States recently, which is a little bit strange for me because I'm a mixed person. Like my mother's from Guadalajara, Mexico, and my
Oh,
dad's from Galway, Ireland, but
mm-hmm,
I'm an American. Like I'm like and I also don't care about soccer. So it's kind of funny. Mexico is always funny to me because they're so little, but they're fast and they're tough and they're like low to the ground and they try really hard and they never get up. Like the Mexicans
mm-hmm.
always just seem like they have good balance. They're low to the ground. They're really, really fast. They never get tired. like, so it's always just like this weird battle. Like because I grew up playing American football, it's generally my opinion that equal squads, the bigger squad is generally going to win. Like if both teams are equally fast and
Mm-hmm.
equally talented and also really smart and don't make mistakes, generally the bigger human being is going to win
Oh,
if everything else is equal.
yeah.
So but the infrequent times that I've watched, the Americans always just choke and make really stupid mistakes. They'll like blow a defensive assignment and give away a free run, or they'll make a really stupid penalty, or the goalie just totally like something bad always happens. Like it's the Americans are always like the least sound team that makes the most mistakes in the biggest moments. Like they're
Mm-hmm.
good athletes, they're big, they're fast, they're clearly not dumb, but they're either overly aggressive or choke or a defensive responsibility or the goalie blows it. Like there's just a bunch of weird things that always go wrong for the American squad. It's strange.
I think the pressure counts too, hey?
Mm,
Because, when you're representing the United States, there's this, the United States media, it's so big. Even when it's unnecessary, they put too much pressure on any American athlete, whether it's
yeah.
the Olympics, the winter, the summer,
Uh-huh.
even with football, they put so much pressure on the American team.
Yeah.
It's just like the English. The reason the English don't win, it's because they're under so much pressure. They just under so much pressure with when
Yeah.
they start reaching the quarterfinals, the semifinals. The coach released, he announced his 26-man squad,
Yeah.
and already the people in the media, like
Are pissed off. No.
they're pissed off in such a way. They want the team to lose so that the coach is a failure.
Fired. Yeah.
Yeah, because he left out a player they feel
Oh,
he's better. But
yeah.
then how can you decide for a coach? You only have 26 players to choose from, you know? You can only choose
The
26
public
players.
the public does not know the team better than the fucking coach.
No
I
ways, yeah.
all these fat sausage and bean eating Brits that think they know football better than their own coach. I hate to break it to you. Stay on your couch, drink another pint, eat your Bings and Franks, and shut the fuck up. You do not know your football team better than the fucking coach of the team. No
Yeah,
one knows
because
no one knows if the guy had a bad attitude or he was a little bit fat and
exactly.
lazy or fighting with his girlfriend. There are any number of things that could have been going wrong with that specific player to where he was a bad fit for this year's tournament run.
Because when you have a bunch of players who just don't balance, even if they're the best in the world. I mean,
Yeah.
France got beaten by South Africa in 2010. The great France team.
That
They got
had
beaten
to
by
be a
South
fun
Africa.
party.
Yeah,
that,
but
that had to be a big party.
it was huge. It's still big, but it's embarrassing for France. I mean, that
Yeah.
squad had probably the best front line ever assembled at a World Cup,
Wow.
but they choked. And for them to get back from that, they had
Oh,
to reshuffle the way they do things, you know?
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Germany had a bad European Cup in 2000, and
Hmm.
then they started it from grassroots level,
Hmm.
where they started developing players differently.
Sure.
2006, they hosted the World Cup, but they had these young players in the early 20s. They ended up being one of the best players in the world. Because one bad tournament, they're like, no, we're doing this wrong. Spain, too, right now, like all European club finals had a Spanish coach. The Champions League final, two Spanish coaches.
Hmm.
Whenever you hear people talking about the Spanish football brain, Spain is a favorite for the World Cup.
Hmm.
But you look at them, like they don't look like athletes. They don't look like players. They're all small and tiny, but you can't get the ball off their feet.
Mm.
You just can't touch the ball. They beat you by starving you off the ball.
Hmm.
Yes, and those kind of things when they happen to people who just watch football and have favorite players and they say, ah, you left my player, you left players that play for the team I support. They make a whole deal about it, but they put pressure on the team where the whole team is representing the country.
Yeah.
For instance, the Spanish coach did not call a single Real Madrid player. This is headline news in Spain.
Sure.
How can you leave there's not even one Real Madrid player.
Yeah.
So he had to explain. And when you look at his squad, there's genuinely no space. Like there's no one from Real Madrid who could replace anyone else there.
Mm.
Yeah. So when all of those things happen at the World Cup, the fun part of it is that the American media knows how to amplify it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
those are the things that I'm looking forward to because there are
Oh, it's
some
gonna be
things.
fun. Yeah, the lights are very bright, right? Like there's
Yeah.
those 100 microphones get put in front of your face.
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing the DRC play because they have a supporter. That guy got his visa through the government delegation.
Mhm.
Yeah, because there's a restriction on DRC
Is
citizens
there?
to get, yeah, to get a visa into the United States.
Hmm.
So he's coming there with the government delegation because he's like a super fan.
Mm.
For 90 minutes, he stands still doing the pose of Patrice Lumumba.
Oh, cool. That's
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah.
So now the thing is, Patrice Lumumba was assassinated by the Belgians and Americans.
Yeah.
Once a person starts Googling that name, it does not look good because they'll be like, oh, did that really happen?
Yeah, it really happened. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
those that's something they just can't avoid. Like that guy, as long as the DLC is playing, people are gonna see him.
Hmm.
Yeah. Same when
That's a beautiful thing. Maybe it's just because it's silent to me right now at this point in my life, but when I was younger, it felt like there was a more direct connection through the Malcolm X line, the Black Panthers. There used to be a heavier, more prominent connection to African prophetic voices in this country. And I feel like it's been very damaging that it's been taken away. So Patrice Lumumba used to be a really big deal here all throughout the 70s and 80s, like even in the early
Mhm.
90s, I would say. So I feel like it is time for a revival. Like one of the guys that makes the news here a lot right now is Ibrahim Traore in Burkina Faso.
Oh, Ibrahim Traore.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Hmm.
He's in the news a lot here. There's been more rumblings and conversations. People are realizing the folly and the ineptitude and the evil of getting rid of Gaddafi. Like Gaddafi was one of the only pan-African voices that was taken seriously for a very long time. And when the United States murdered him and turned that into just a complete clown show circus, he was telling everybody from the very beginning, if you people kill me and you ruin what we're doing here, where do you think everyone's going to go? They're going to cross and go to Europe. Like I'm the only thing saving you Europeans from a
Mm.
chaotic radical. I'm the only person providing civilization in this entire area right now. The way that he was giving farms to married people, stacking gold and staying out of the Bank of International Settlements and dollar system. Like
Hmm.
Gaddafi was, uh, you know, a smart, coherent person that could see the writing on the wall. Murdering him has caused a lot of chaos that's going to go on for a long time.
For a very long time.
Yeah.
Whenever we talk about Gaddafi, there will be people who immediately defend his assassination, saying that no, but
Eh,
he ruled with an iron fist. But then if you say, okay, fine, he was a dictator, but let's look at the country as a whole
mhm,
using that approach. Are people better off with him or without him?
right.
And when we look back when Gaddafi was still there, people went to school for free, gas was cheap. Why am I
Yeah.
saying gas? Petrol.
Yeah.
Yeah, things like that. Because they are told that, oh no, this is a dictator, that means all bad. But when you look
Well,
at democracies,
yeah.
we never talk about the violence that they do, and then they have to defend it. They're like, oh no, we have freedom. But okay, but what about the people that you were bombing?
People in Britain and Germany are getting arrested for tweeting on social media. They're going to jail for a year for tweeting. Like,
For something they say on social media.
yeah, that's really happening. And they're trying to call other people dictators. People are getting whacked and they're getting their skull cracked with a baton and getting arrested for tweeting. There are police showing up at people's houses in Britain and Germany, and I would suppose France. There's people getting arrested for a social media post that the government
Yeah.
doesn't like. That's happening in real life. I have friends there. The last time one of my buddies was here that lives in London proper, I had to make sure it wasn't a joke. I had to ask him directly. I said, "Hey, like are there people going to jail there for tweets?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's happening."
Like a tweet, like
A
you go
tweet.
onto your phone, you type something.
And they come to your house and they take your phone and they take your computer and arrest you and take you to jail. And they give you
Yeah.
£1,000 fine.
I think here they can fine you. I remember one prominent case where a lady in the opposition party made a racist tweet.
Uh-huh.
It was all a big thing, but they fined her a sum of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why we taking things that are they're so irrelevant to our real life, you know? We
Yeah,
put
yeah.
so much energy on, oh, you tweeted something that's racist, something that's homophobic,
Yeah.
and you forget that, wait a minute, these interest rates are gonna go up soon, and they don't have a choice. They have to go up. Unemployment is up. We never talk about those serious things. It's
No.
always this person said this person said that. You know, sometimes I would avoid watching anything about Donald Trump if
Yeah.
it's something that has to do with America, because he's in the administration, but the US is a whole machine on its own too.
Yeah, yeah.
So
He's a puppet and a fat idiot. He doesn't
yeah,
he just he does what he's told to do.
so when like you open the news and the only thing that they have to talk about is Donald Trump,
Yeah.
that's not like news that is that has an
Relevant.
impact. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
it's not
relevant.
real. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's not relevant to, not like me, but an actual human being.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe once in a while, sure, head of state is important, but generally speaking, we should be looking at other things. We
Mhm.
can't have, it's 2026 now, but we still have problem with the most basic things. Like, you can't have a conversation about racism.
Right.
Something so simple. When you
Yeah.
talk about racism, they're like, but what about this guy? He said this. We don't have a way forward, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's because we value stupid stuff. Very, very stupid
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
So
fun, funny, it's a fun and funny time to be alive. It's very funny. Like I, I don't ever let it make me mad or sad just because it's so funny and weird. Like
it
I'm a
is, it is.
I'm a quiet person that just to like I like to watch and observe anyway. And
Mm-hmm.
I look at watching people like being at the zoo all the time, like I'm always in this weird human zoo for free, and just seeing and just seeing all these weird freaks say all this weird stuff. And I'm just like, do you people seriously think this is important at all? Like,
Exactly. I mean, we should be looking at real things. Like a person wakes up in the morning, they need food to eat.
Yeah.
Like I can bet that a person watched four different types of news today, nothing about food production.
No.
S- But in a day, what do you consume the
Or
most?
clean water. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Clean water, food,
Yeah.
the things that you use, the things you use every
Inflation,
day.
the
Yeah.
depreciation of your currency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't see those
Uh,
news. You see things
yeah.
that are just ridiculous, that someone is cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
Uh-uh. So what?
Yeah.
If
Somebody got shot. Like,
I remember when Jacob Zuma was the president of South Africa,
uh,
they used to say this womanizing person. I mean, him being a womanizer has nothing to do with his job.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
realized the damage that happened within his presidency when he's left long ago,
Mhm.
where at that time they could have held him accountable, but they couldn't because they were following people they thought were his girlfriends. And why should I have a preference of, okay, my president must have one wife or no wife, or he mustn't cheat, or he can cheat. That's all personal stuff. Do the work at hand. You said when you were campaigning, you said you were going to do this.
Is that
Let's look
even a
at you.
big is that even a big deal in South Africa? You're
Oh,
supposed to
yeah.
be married to one wife? You're supposed to stay faithful
Oh,
to your wife?
you're supposed to stay faithful. You don't have to have one wife. You can have multiple wives. That's fine.
Oh, but you're supposed to but you have to take care of the main
Yeah.
wife.
Yes.
Yes.
If
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, if you are a playboy type of person, yeah,
Frowned upon. No.
yeah, you have to be a certain way.
Responsible. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And even the way you talk, the things you say, the things you
Mhm.
comment on, yeah, you have to be like Barack Obama. You know he can never say something wrong. He's always diplomatic.
Yeah, yeah. He's always
Yeah.
diplomatic. Yeah. Even when he's
Hmm.
murdering people. he
Yeah.
he
It's
he
very
won an
difficult.
he
It's
won a
difficult to
Nobel Peace
criticize
Prize.
them.
He he won the Nobel Peace Prize the same year he ran out of bombs in Syria. He
Imagine.
literally ran out of bombs and won the Nobel Peace Prize.
But people can defend him because the way he's diplomatic,
This
when someone is that diplomatic, it's
yeah,
easy to defend him. Unlike
yeah.
with Donald Trump, I remember there was a time, one of the few times where he said something good. I think it was signing into law that if you share a person's nude pictures,
Oh, okay.
something
That
like
makes
that.
sense. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
he was saying that, yeah, he's the one that
Yeah,
signed it
yeah.
into law. I think it was
You're gonna
last
go to
year.
jail, sure.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
early last year. He announced that
Uh-huh.
if you do revenge porn, that's
Revenge porn in high school. Yeah.
yeah,
Kids
revenge
kids
porn
sharing
is
porn.
illegal.
Yeah, like don't yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah.
Yeah, but because he says so many dumb stuff.
Right.
I mean, that's a big thing. In the time of social media, revenge porn is something very, very real. It destroys people's lives. But he can't get
Yeah,
accolades for that because he can't talk properly. He's
sure.
bombing people. Like
Yeah.
he does 90% wrong things, but that one little thing he does right,
But you
he
can't
can't
give
get
him credit
accolade.
for it. Yeah, because
Uh-uh.
everybody's already mad. Yeah.
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 You can't give him credit for that because we look at the person and not the content.
In the moment. Yeah, what actually
Yes.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah. And at the World Cup, Donald Trump is the person who's gonna give away the World Cup.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's normal. The president is the one who he opens okay, in Mexico, it's gonna be the president there who opens on opening
Claudia
day.
Scheinbaum,
Yeah.
the
But
Jewish president of Mexico.
she's gonna open it,
Okay.
but Donald Trump is gonna hand over the trophy.
Uh-huh.
Spain
Oh,
is
okay.
favorites.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If Spain were to win, they have players
Oh,
there.
what an embarrassment. He's talked so bad about Spain.
The way he talks about Spain, the
Yeah.
prime minister is likely to be there. It's normal for
Uh-huh.
the president of a country to come at the World Cup final.
And be with
And
the team. Yeah.
there are players there who wave the Palestinian flag.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You also have the Scottish fans.
Mhm.
If they don't search them, and no one's gonna search the Scottish people because they seem innocent,
Yeah.
but they're gonna have the Palestinian flag.
Mhm.
It will be waving there. So those things are stuff that the administration just can't control.
Yeah.
They're gonna be there. So Donald Trump giving over the trophy because of the person that he is to the
Yeah.
whole world, because he's a villain to everybody now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was weird. It was weird for him when he gave away the Club World Cup to Chelsea. Like the Chelsea players tried not to keep eye contact because memes are very fast.
Yeah.
Being
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
with Donald Trump is
Uh-huh.
like being
It's
seen with
toxic. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like one step under being seen with Bibi Netanyahu.
Yeah, that guy. Or at least Israel didn't qualify. It would have been a disaster. It would have been a
I know, but
disaster. Hey?
but that leaves fat idiot Trump, the crown prince of darkness.
It's gonna be weird for European teams. I think it would be better if Argentina were to be in the final.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Javier Milei, he's already given away a bunch of his country to
yeah.
Israel. Israel's already burnt down a bunch of his country to get the land, and they want to steal all the what's the salt chemical that they use in batteries in Patagonia. They're trying to control the market on
Lithium.
yeah, lithium, right. Yeah, so they already Argentina's president's already taken $80 billion from the United States to invite Israelis to Argentina to take over the country.
And
They're trying to corner all the lithium. Yeah, like
Argentine supporters, they're there for the football. They're there to
yeah,
take off their shirts and for the football.
sure.
But European teams, if they get their way, they will make their political statement. They won't be shy not to make it.
Yeah.
But the question is, the ones who afford it, will they go there? Because they can easily just go to the fan zones. Like in Germany, they're setting up all these big fan zones. When a team plays and they score, you see images from the fan zones. Yes, the ones in Mexico, the ones that they are setting up, they'll be running for the whole 39 days, even though Mexico is only hosting until the quarterfinal. No, last 16. Quarterfinal is all USA. Last 16, the games in Mexico, but they're gonna have their fan zones running until the very last game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who's paying for it. They don't want to disclose it because it's a whole FIFA thing. They don't want to disclose who's paying for what.
Sure.
It's only in Seattle where at least it's unearthed what the contract is with the city. But places like Mexico, they're gonna run that fan zone the whole time, even when the cup is gone. So if I wanted to go to the World Cup, I could just go to Mexico and not even go to the United States.
Yeah,
and go to the fan zone. Because at the fan zone,
Mexico would be so much more fun. The food would be better. It would be cheaper
and cheap, yeah. Because at the fan zone,
good beer.
At fan zones, that's where you meet actual real people, like from the country. In the stadium, you go in, you go out. At the fan zone, that's where you'll find a person who will tell you about a double IPA.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll be drinking that Budweiser stuff and Bud Light and Coors and Modelo.
Yeah, and they'll find you a better place to sleep at night, and they'll have a cousin driving a car instead of a taxi. Like, yeah.
Because when you're at a fan zone and you're a foreigner, you're gonna find soccer people there. Especially if you're wearing. If I were to go to like maybe in the US at a fan zone, I'll wear a US shirt, the US team shirt.
Sure.
Yeah, then we are the same people, you know? Because
Yeah.
soccer supporters, as long as we're wearing the same shirt, no, we're family for today.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're definitely family. But in the stadium, I don't think we will get that. And because of the cost of it, I think you're generally gonna get people who are not your average American person, you know? I
Yeah,
think
I agree.
that that's the risk I think we are we are at right now. Is that
Things
you're not gonna
sporting
see
events,
Americans.
yeah, supporting sporting events at the professional world class level are so expensive in the United States. The people there are very boring and they don't even really know or care about the sport. It ends up making for a
Hmm.
very stale, quiet environment because it's just all of these snobby rich people that just flew to hang out somewhere together to do business. It's where everybody was, but
Yeah.
they don't really care about the teams, they don't know the sport, they don't really care. So it makes for like a quiet, stale environment.
Because the fan zone that they will be setting up in the Seattle, Portland area,
Uh-huh.
there's all this talk about people in Canada gonna move from Canada to go to a fan zone somewhere in Portland. I mean, that's the type of stuff that, although it's not marketed in the commercial space,
Uh-huh.
we know that when you're watching at a fan zone, you don't see the players, but you see the locals. You get to meet people. You get that vibe,
Yeah.
and it's not expensive. You get the World Cup experience, and you're not stranded per se.
Mhm.
If you afford going to the stadium, good, but that vibe at the fan zone, like what you were describing, that when people don't really have jobs, they're going to be able to move around at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
and you're meeting a whole bunch of people at a fan zone. That's going to be something big. And I don't think it's going to be captured enough because it's not what they advertising. It's not the
Dallas
product that they're advertising.
Dallas and Houston are going to have a huge party atmosphere every second in the fan zones. These areas are so international and they have so many people from all over the world, and they're
Mhm.
going to be so drunk and excited and they're all going to be hanging out together, and they're all really loud, heavy drinking, music, dancing cultures. Like the fan zone vibe here is going to be off the charts. I don't know what it's going to be like at the stadium, but the fan zones in Dallas and Houston are going to be crazy. Like they're going to be like just constant, like it's going to be like, yeah, 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 like all day from like 6 in the morning until 2 in the morning. It's going to be just drunken, loud drums, like
And
fireworks. Like
the
it's gonna be
interesting thing
crazy.
about the US, and I don't think the US is being credited for this.
Uh,
The United States is so diverse. They have areas where they have like a big population coming from a certain country. Like
yeah,
there
yeah.
are a lot of South Africans in the is it Westbury, Connecticut.
Uh,
Many South Africans. It's like little South Africa over there.
yeah,
So when South Africa is playing, there will be a huge vibe there. And then you're gonna find all these little pockets where if there's a lot of people who come from the Netherlands,
yeah.
there's
Germans, Irish,
Germans,
Italian.
the
Yeah,
Irish.
yeah.
Oh, I don't think Ireland hasn't didn't qualify.
The Portuguese. Oh yeah, Ireland didn't
Yeah,
qualify.
but
Italy
the
didn't even qualify.
Portuguese,
The
no, Italy.
Portuguese, yeah, the
Yeah,
Portuguese in Rhode Island and Boston.
the
Yeah,
French in
the
Louisiana.
Spaniards. Yeah, like there's yeah. Uh,
And Spain is playing some a game in Mexico,
uh-huh.
so they have a huge following there because of the Spanish ties.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the United States too, there's a lot of people from the Spanish side of Europe.
Mhm.
So even though, um, like when we look at the United States as a whole, it doesn't look like a place that's diverse for football. But when the time comes in the friend zones, I think it's gonna be bonkers.
Bonkers. It's gonna
Yeah.
be bonkers. Yeah.
But people outside are not gonna be able to
It's gonna
see
be
that.
loud, drunken debauchery. Like it's gonna be mayhem.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
Yeah.
a Burning Man for 39 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
which
gonna
is
be
why,
crazy.
you know, the US team is not really liked, but if they perform well, it would be good.
Uh-huh.
Same with the English team. Although we tease them about not winning, I don't
Yeah.
think anyone wants them to win because when they win, they even steal the World Cup. The last time they won it, the cup went missing. Oh yeah, the cup went missing. So we prefer them not winning, but we
I know,
want them
but
to perform.
the British have uniquely strange I think a head got stolen. I think Jeremy Bentham's mummified head got stolen once from King's College and got kicked around by the college students as a football on the soccer
Huh.
field. They stole like a famous person's head out of a trophy case. And they were kicking around a mummified human head. They're a very degenerate.
You know, at the last
They
World
have
Cup
no scruples.
in Qatar, it was headline news that
Uh-huh.
the World Cup started and ended, and no British supporter got arrested.
Oh,
That
what?
that
I
was
don't believe
weird.
that.
That was weird.
The British probably paid a lot of money for them to say that. I
I
don't
think
believe that.
I think they were too afraid.
Okay. Oh, to
I think
mess
they were
around
too
and cut it.
afraid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think they were
Yeah.
too afraid. But
Uh-huh.
everywhere else, Russia, Brazil, South Africa,
Yeah.
Germany, France, British people just get arrested at World Cups.
Yeah.
Like they just don't know how to have fun.
No.
Yeah, there's
Without causing problems. Yeah.
yeah, they call them, they have a name for them. Like they'll be like, you must watch out for these British people.
The last
It's a
time I
small
saw
segment of them, not everyone, but it's
no,
just the
no, of course.
small, loud
The
ones.
the last time I saw a group of them in Moscow, they were just so loud and obnoxious. Like they were purposely
Imagine
it's
if they win.
yeah, it's like, how are you like, why aren't you getting arrested already? Like, they're just so obnoxious.
Oh, and they're gonna in the US, it's free for them to do it because
No, it's not.
it's land of the free. They're gonna
Yeah.
do it. Yeah, but
These little Texas towns are going to want that money. They come here and start getting all ridiculous. They are going to get arrested. Like they'll get let out a few hours later after they take a nap and sober up, but they
mhm.
are going to get they are going to get fined and arrested and their photo taken and fingerprinted. They will.
Oh,
It's
like
not
in Houston, they're not gonna be very lenient because they
no
want one of their budget. There's a big proportion of it on security.
security and police.
Eh,
Yeah, it's they
Yeah.
got to just the police are going to the police are going to have strict orders to make as much money as possible and arrest everyone that they can. They are going to arrest everyone that can get cranked through that system as fast as possible. The police
Yeah,
are definitely going to make their money and arrest people. There's no doubt about it.
but would it with the ice operations, do you think there will be
Uh-huh.
a problem, or is it something that's exaggerated?
Uh, I I think it's exaggerated. Like the news, everybody in the United States makes this big deal about ICE, but I live in Texas. It literally touches Mexico.
Hmm.
I mean, there's not some flood of stormtroopers. Like it's Texas. I
Because
mean, there's not, I mean, no, I
because
don't.
it would be weird with so many people who are there if ICE is rounding up everyone.
ICE can't round up people when the United
It's
States is
impossible.
hosting the whole. It's impossible. They can't. That's terrible.
It's
That's bad for
impossible.
TV. You can't do that. They're gonna have to wait until later.
Oh yeah, the later part will be interesting because
I mean, 2 weeks after the World Cup is over, they
Mhm.
might try to they might try and get a bunch of more money from the Fed, and they're like, oh, there's 50,000 terrorists here now because of the World Cup. Like everybody flew here and they didn't leave. So now we got to go round them up. That might happen like a week or two after, but it's not going to be during. You're not going to have ICE like beating people over the head and shooting them and arresting them during the World Cup. That can't
Yeah,
happen. Like
it'd be very weird.
it's
Very,
so
very weird.
weird. Yeah, that's a
Because
little bit too Nazi-ish.
I see the administration now, they're even starting to relax their publicly relax their visa laws.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
before they sounded like it's gonna be strict.
No, they've already had to loosen up. No
Yeah.
one wants to no one wants to come here right now. And the bond market in the United States is doing very poorly. Like
Oh
when me
yeah.
when me and you made the show about the Iran war 5 or 6 weeks ago, all of that is coming true. So the bond market is blowing up. Inflation is already skyrocketing. So
Oh yeah.
they need all the money they can get right now. Like this place is heading towards like a 1929 Great Depression. Like the economy here is very unhealthy.
So actually they could use this World Cup to have some form of credibility.
Civility, normalcy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could use it as a marketing campaign.
Yeah. Even if it's
Yeah,
just for that duration, that
even if it's just
39
for a month and
days.
a half, it could really buy them.
Yeah.
It could buy them a little bit of goodwill and some bond buying and like give them an
Because
exhaust valve.
if they sound like they're hardliners, there'll always be that comparison between the US hosting the World Cup and when Germany hosted the Olympics in the 1930s.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
they'll
Jesse Owens Olympics, right? Yeah.
yeah. So
Mhm.
if that comparison is hard to make, but people are already making it. Like,
Yeah.
oh no, listen to this. But for now it's not like clear. It's all politics for now.
It's if the United States acts like jerks while the whole world is watching, while they're already acting like jerks and extorting and mass murdering people, if they don't pretend how to be nice for a couple of months and be gracious hosts, they're already the laughing stock of the world. The United States is only 4.5% of the population of the entire planet. And
Mhm.
they have 2/3 of the planet under sanctions. And have bombed dozens, maybe hundreds of countries, definitely hundreds over the last 100 years. If the United States cannot figure out how to at least even fake being a gracious host for a couple of months, everybody's already pointing and laughing at this country. It's just going to make the explosion of the debt bubble and the downfall. Instead of anybody feeling bad for the United States, they're going to be pointing and laughing at its demise the whole time.
But we should point at the administration more than we point at the people.
Oh yeah, the people. No, the people
Mm,
in this country have nothing to do with our government. I mean, it's only 10% of the population of the United States that even has any dog in the fight, as we say here, or stake in the game. You've already been here enough. You see how most Americans are. Like you,
yeah,
a normal American, if they think you're in trouble, like if your car is broken down, they'll stop, they'll fix your car,
exactly.
they'll feed you, like they're very kind, hardworking. They'll feed you. I mean, they're a very welcoming, accepting people. And it doesn't even matter what part of the country you're in. Like the only really passive aggressive mean people are kind of on the West Coast and in the Pacific Northwest. Like those people are very passive aggressive and kind of cold and mean. Los Angeles is very creepy and scary and mean. But even if you're in a dangerous neighborhood, and dangerous to an outsider, not dangerous to a normal person, even if you're in a blown out ghetto in like South Boston or New York or Philly, those are the most real people in the world. If you belly up to a hole
Mm,
in the wall bar and they realize you're just a normal human being and you're there to eat their food and drink with them and say hello and say hey, what's up, like they're very loyal, loving, welcoming people. Like if an American decides that you're a good person and they like you, you instantaneously have a friend forever. It's one of the strangest things about 2026. Our government and the people connected to the companies that have sold out to the military and have taken over the country, they really don't have anything to do with the country. Like none of us normal people agree with any of this. Like
mm,
we've all been super pissed off about it since like the early 90s. Like there's been like a revolutionary spirit going on here. Like people are just so scared of getting killed or arrested or silenced or blacklisted from their job. Like people are so petrified of getting kicked out of their money or having their bank account frozen or having their family embarrassed or black labeled. Like people here are just so scared, but we don't normal people in the United States do not agree with the policy of the government at all. Like
mhm.
there's a huge amount of revolutionary energy building. We don't stand for what's happening here right now. Like there's a real like 1776 Thomas Paine Boston Tea Party. Like there's a real revolutionary energy here right now. Like people are getting super pissed off about what the government's doing.
No, that's the sad part is that what is being broadcast about a country is not the majority of the people.
Yeah,
What's broadcast is the negative side of it, the
sure.
side where is either oppressive or racist or
Yeah.
misogynistic. That's what we see, and we
Uh-huh.
think is like, hey, are you going there? Yeah. Like when someone says they're gonna go to the United States now here, we're like, hey, delete everything on your phone because when you get there, they take your phone.
Yeah.
But when I think about it, it's like, man, it's not possible that they'll take everybody's phone. I don't think it's possible. Maybe they
Mhm.
could do it on a random check or something because it has been done to people before. But to screen everybody's phone,
No.
that's a bit
Well,
drastic.
the other thing is the spying is so good. If they did take your phone, you said something weird to make them take it. Like they knew already. Like
Mhm.
they already ran your name before you got on the plane. Like the idea that you can show up
Yeah,
anonymously is just not a real thing that happens.
yeah. So the sad thing for me is that we don't see normal people. I wish we could see normal people more often.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because normal people will give you the best time of your life.
Yeah. No matter where you are.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
the majority of the world is this horrible bad place that is at
No.
war.
No.
Majority of people don't have fun by killing other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
want to wake up and have a good time, eat,
Uh-huh.
drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to control, they don't want to rule the world. But you have
Yeah. Right.
that small
Yeah.
minority that we give them the power through that thing where
Uh-huh.
we do, where you have a box, a ballot box, you put it in, and then you hope whoever you take wins. And when
Sure.
that person wins, they still go and they press that button that bombs people.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, I would wager that majority of people are just normal.
I mean, it was such a funny thing you said. Like, a majority of people don't think it's fun to kidnap a stranger, tie them up in an uncomfortable position, and then rape them with a dog, and then laugh
Yeah,
about it. Like, that's not a normal human being's idea
no,
of a weekend barbecue party. Like, that's
yeah.
there's
And you know, the I think when people are shouting about these ticket prices at the World Cup, saying, "Oh, you're keeping real fans out,"
right.
let them go there. Find proper people. You'll find them around the corner. You'll
Sure.
find them in a diner. You'll find them at the fan zone. You'll find them in the bar. I
Uh-huh.
mean, hosting the World Cup is more than just the games.
Yeah.
It's going there and experiencing the place, you know?
There's going to be real human beings eating, drinking, dancing, shouting,
Yeah. You
making
know, like,
love to each other at the end of the day. Like, there's, yeah,
yeah,
it's
what you
going to
said
be a party.
about transport, that there's no transport system there.
Uh-huh.
I think the way Americans are, people are just gonna stop on the road if someone needs a
They
lift.
will. They'll be like, "Hey, come on, get in." Yeah,
Yeah,
there will be a
where are
lot of
you
people
headed?
like, "Where are you headed? Let me take you." Yeah, there will be a lot of that.
Yeah, so even if the administration or the organizing committee did not do a good job, I think
Uh-huh.
the people will finish it off.
People will figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, people will definitely figure it out. And
Yeah.
then what we will do, we will do a deep dive on the cost of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
because
and all the mafia mob shit that didn't get reported.
yes,
Yeah.
when we hear that the World Cup is gonna bring 3 billion US dollars to a city,
Yeah.
later on we will check. We will check if the numbers are
It'll
real.
only end up being like 212 million. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Or it could be 3 billion, but it could have cost 12 billion
Yeah, exactly.
because
Yeah.
of their mistakes and stuff.
Absolutely. Well, the money washing. It's money
Yeah.
washing in the United States does not happen by mistake. They're always like, "Oh shucks, how could we have known?"
Well, and we will be back here to say, hey guys, remember they
Remember when you
promised 3
said,
billion?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
uh-huh,
So is it 3 billion? And
right.
if it's not,
Where's
why is it not 3 billion? What happened?
where's the minus 9?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, and one other thing that we don't talk much about,
Uh,
when all this money is being pumped into the World Cup, other nations are going to benefit. Like the South African team is getting 10.5 million just for participating.
Showing up, sure.
Yeah, and that's more than our annual budget for our
The team
association.
for the year. Yeah,
Yeah. And each club will get money for every player they send there per
good.
day. So
Yeah.
minimum 22 days. That's the minimum that a team will be there for 22 days. I think it's like 11,000 per day.
Okay.
Yeah. So the team that I support here will have about maybe 5 players. The money they would get for 22 days is the same as the money you get when you win the domestic championship.
So
So
when they get home, they're going to be making some new babies. They're going to be popular guys.
so the distribution of money will also go to other nations that didn't qualify. But obviously, FIFA won't get accolades for that because they're corrupt. We
Yeah.
don't give them accolades for that. It's too little. It's a drop in the ocean.
Too
It's like,
little, too late. Yeah.
yeah, it's like Donald Trump with his revenge porn law.
Yeah, law. Yeah.
hmm No accolades for that. It's good, but no
Yeah.
accolades for you because of
Yeah.
who you are. We know who you are. We know how
Yeah,
you
we
run
know
stuff.
you're in the Epstein files. Your wife is,
Yeah.
yeah.
So anything good, you're a bad person. hmm
Well, this has been fun and funny, man. Should we wrap it up or keep going?
No, no, we can wrap it up and we'll be back for more with a lot of more content when things start.
I don't know how substantive this talk was, but it was definitely fun and funny. We did get into a little soccer, I think.
Yeah. Uh, it's how it is, eh?
Yeah,
It's how it is. When things just happen organically,
yeah,
that's what happens.
yeah. We had a little drift.
Yeah. And when I first saw some of the things about the World Cup, it's it's weird for me. And when I talk to you about it, you
Mhm.
clear it up.
Oh,
Yeah, you clear it up. Like to me, a 2 p.m. game for a semifinal, that's weird. That's very weird.
here
But
is normal.
it's normal there.
Yeah, because we have to base our whole life around traffic. And all professional big time games, like when I told you that I went to that game in Houston at NRG to watch
Oh yeah.
Michigan play Washington,
hmm
like that was a $1,500 ticket. So not only do we have to avoid traffic, but the games are so expensive. No one cares about go like that's what you're doing that day. Like there's no work. You already called your wife and said, take care of the dogs and the kids. I'm busy today. Like
hmm
when you pay that much money to go to a serious sporting event in the United States, your whole life the day before that day and maybe the day after is just doing that thing. And you want to stay
Yeah.
away from traffic. So it's the only thing happening in your life that day. That is what you're doing. You're not going to squeeze anything else in, and
I
you
think
have to stay away from traffic.
I think we don't understand, or I don't understand the work culture. Because to me, it must be
Uh-huh.
official. Like here, it was official that
Oh, that
uh,
you had the day off.
you have the day off. If you have the
Okay,
ticket, you're not gonna get fired. You have the day off. Schools will be closed there because it's
uh,
summertime. Yeah, so
sure.
that's a good thing. For
So
us, we had to
in the
close
in
early.
yeah, in the United States, it works a little bit different. It depends on what your rank and job is. Like if you're a low level person at a service job and you just miss for a really bad reason, you could get fired and lose your job. But if you're like any kind of mid-level manager or above, like
hmm
most office business people don't really have to go to an office anymore. Like COVID completely, most people work from home. If you have a big company that would prefer you to go to your office, generally you only have to go to your office like every other day, like maybe 2 or 3 days a week, and not even for the
hmm
whole day. So it just depends on what your job is. but mostly mid-level management and above. No one has to like punch a clock at a job in the United States anymore. That's not like a real thing.
Yeah, no, that's something the rest of the world still has to catch up on. Oh
Oh,
yeah, definitely.
having a bunch of fake jobs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we still have to catch up on that. But I appreciate the the cultural opening of the mind, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I learned so much from you. Yeah. We both, I mean, we're seeing things from two different parts of the world, right? And
Yeah.
we have insights to different countries. Uh, it's always fun to talk to you about these international events. Like me and you get along no matter what. We can talk about anything.
Mm-hmm.
But when we purposely are talking about other cultures and countries, you always teach me shit I would have never have known or thought of.
Oh no, same here, hey? Because you know when you don't know something, you only have an idea of it based on what you read, because you
Sure.
can intentionally read about a place. But then when you hear about it from a person who's been there, who lives there, who knows the place, you even feel like, oh man, that reading was a waste of time. I could have just asked someone. So no, this has been fun.
Good night, brother.
Hmm. Aloha, aloha.
Aloha.